Okay, well, we're doing the 2012 higher level section B, question 1, which is the orthographic projection. Now, this is the lawnmower question that we're doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the elevation, and then I'm going to stop the video and then make a second video doing the end view and a third video doing the plan, just so we can break it up into 3 segments so that we can put them on YouTube. I'm here drawing. I have my drawing set up beside me. I have my exam paper sitting beside me. The function of these drawings is not so that you can copy line for line what I'm doing. It's so that you can see what the finished drawing is going to look like, and you can be referring back to the drawing the whole time, so that you're taking the measurements off the drawing, that you're reading the drawing. So it's not a copying exercise. The whole idea is that you're drawing and you're using the drawing that I'm doing and the video that I'm making as a reference. So first of all, I have come down from the top of my sheet 130. The overall height of this is 96, so I want to make sure it fits on my sheet. So I'll come down from the top of my sheet 130 millimeters, 13 centimeters, and I've drawn my XY line across. Now from the left hand side of my sheet, I've come across 30-40 mil, and there's my starting point. So now what I need to start doing is stepping my measurements onto my sheet. So I'm looking, there's an overall measurement of 178 millimeters. So I start transferring those drawings onto my sheet, and I continue them down the page because I'm going to be using them in my plan. The elevation is looking in the direction of ROA, which is where it's going to be here. The end view will be looking in this way. My end view will be here, and looking down on top will be my plan, which will be positioned here. So we're working on the elevation, which is part A of this question. So the overall height of this drawing is 96. So mark my 96. And carry my line across. Okay, so there's the box that my elevation is going to fit in. Now, I'm going to start stepping off some of my distances. First of all, I'm going to draw those wheels. There's 2 wheels at the front. One of them steps in 10, and at that 10 mark, it rises up to a radius 16. I have the center there, but I always draw the 2 lines like that, a line up and a line across. Draw them lightly. Set my compass there on the center, and drawing my wheels. So that's my front wheel there. Now you need to be moving as quick as you can with these questions because you will be under pressure in an exam. The back wheel is in 40. So come in 40, draw a little mark, draw my vertical line, and my wheel is radius 22. So 22, draw my horizontal line, take my compass, and wind that to the 22. So there's my 2 wheels drawn. Now what else have I got? We need to start stepping some measurements here fairly quickly. So up from the bottom, up from the floor up, there's a 10 mil gap between the ground level and the bottom of my lawnmower. So I'm going to carry that line across there like that. Okay. What else have I got? We have a box here on the back. It's like a grass box on the back, and that is up 10 and then up 70 mil. And that comes across here. And again, I can carry that into my end view as well, so that because I'll use it there. How far does the box go in? The box comes in 40, and it comes in a further 25. So I have my 40 there already, and then I come in my 25. Draw my line up there, and again, continue them down because I'm going to use those lines in the plan. So, starting to get a bit of a shape on my drawing here. I have a slope line that goes from here, that's the back of my box. That's the area of the box which attaches onto the body of the lawnmower, and it goes from there down to here. Okay, so we need to find that point there, and reading straight off the drawing, I'm up 10, and then that height there is up 15. So I come up 15, and I'm going to just draw my line across there like that. That's the point there I'm looking for, and there's my line. Okay, there'll be a bit of hidden detail in there and behind. So what I need to do now is look at that shaped side of the lawnmower where it kind of sticks out as a three-sided, almost kind of looks a little bit like an odd-shaped hexagon sticking out the side. So I have some measurements I can transfer. So I have straight off my drawing, I have my in 10, I have come over 33. From the 33 mark, I have over 15. Then I have another further 30. And what that should leave me there is 25, and it does, more or less. So now those lines in my elevation can get carried straight up to that slope surface. Okay. Now I'll heavy over this afterwards. Last thing I really need to draw on the elevation is this cylindrical, I suppose it's like the motor that sticks up through the top part here. Now, on my drawing, it's shown that it's in line with that edge there, with that corner there. So I'm going to carry that line up. Right? Now, looking at it, it's a radius 31, so the diameter of it will be 62. So measure over 62 from that first line, and I'll give it a center line as well, because the center line will give me the center of my circle, which I don't need in the elevation, but I am going to need it in the plan. So I'm just going to draw in a center line there and carry that down. I can carry a few other lines down here now. And I suppose really that's it in the elevation. So just to heavy in a couple of things, just so that it stands out a little bit clearer for you when you're looking at the video. There's the box at the back. Carries across there. There is a dotted line where it runs behind the wheel. Continues along the bottom there. Dotted line to here, where it runs behind the wheel. Rises up here, a little bit of hidden detail here at the front, and runs across that way there. Okay. Overshot that little mark there anyway. Okay. So there is almost my elevation complete. Okay. One line missing off there, which is that line there. Okay. Elevation, looking in the direction of arrow A. Okay.